Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and making some really good trades as per usual. Let's get right into it here. And the markets today had another down day, surprisingly, as the sell-off continues. So it appears that we could possibly be in wave 2 now. Again, the targets remain for me around the 460 to 453 area, essentially a retest of the downsloping trend line as well if you go deep into the red box, but we may not even get there, right? We may not even get to this level that I've outlined here. If you look at the smaller time frames like the 4 hour, you're already starting to get quite oversold. Look at the smaller ones like the 1 hour, you're almost there. So maybe one more push down, retesting basically this level of support once flipping this level from resistance as support, and then you could continue up in a wave 3. So a lot of people, I keep saying that I know there's a lot of bearishness in this market, and yeah, don't get me wrong, we will most likely form a significant top around this area, but it may not come yet, right? So that's why don't get in such of a hurry to short this market. Although you can get some small short positions going here, and benefit from this drop that we're gonna get, or we are getting. So again, that would be maybe like another 2 to 3% in terms of a drop in the S&P. But yeah, overall things remain the same. Not too much has happened here. We're not getting any buy signals just yet. We are getting a couple green crosses on the 1 hour, but those aren't too significant, I would say. Once we get a green cross, and maybe some significant buying on the 4 hour to the daily, then yeah, that's going to be piquing my interest for some potential long position, especially if we get to that my target area on the S&P 500. Okay, let's cover Roku now. We'll take a look at some individual names right away. So yeah, the sell-off continues in Roku. Another down day today, another gap down, and another lower low. In Roku, again, the target remains the $78 to the $70 area here. And let's take a look at Starbucks. Looking at Starbucks actually pushing lower into our support zone on Starbucks. So again, this should reverse at any moment, but I would like to see maybe even like a push down to fill this gap. Maybe we'll go below this buy area that I have here, and then we'll reverse back up. Maybe it really wants to stop out as many longs as possible. That wouldn't be too surprising to me. And then we'll take a look at NVDA here. Another down day in NVIDIA, although it did end on the with a green candle. It was actually down on the day because we actually gapped down. But from that gap lower, we ended in the green, I guess. But overall, the sell-off continues. Tesla was actually down 4% today, retesting this downsloping trend line as support. We'll have to see if it holds in the coming days. And yeah, basically broad market sell-off here. Apple getting downgraded the other day. So that was quite unfortunate for a lot of people. I do know a lot of people who are holding Apple, but for me, this count should be something like this now, where we'll come back down into this buy area at 158 to 150, but it may not even get there just yet. The B wave can extend higher, right? As you can probably tell, the RSI is almost in the oversold area on the daily, so lots of power is being used to push this down, but it might not last that long. We'll take a look at a lot of things. Actually, I want to take a look at. So oil was actually up today. I don't know what the news was, but it looks like it's extending maybe the wave 2, or maybe this is just, yeah, maybe I would say maybe it's like the wave 2 here finishing up again. I guess I thought it was finished here, but maybe it's taking its time. It's doing something a little bit of a different pattern, and maybe an A, B, C, and now it should be finished, and then you can come back down in a 3 or 3. But yeah, overall you should be finished pretty soon, and then oil should be coming lower. Looking at natural gas is surprisingly very bullish, right? It continues to push higher here, but I would be looking for a short-term pullback, and that could be a very nice buying opportunity before that gas goes higher. And then we'll take a look at market cipher here on the daily time frame for the stock market. So the S&P continues its push lower. We are getting increasingly strengthening dual band strength index numbers on the daily time frame. The 4-hour is almost crossed into the red here. So we have seen a very big decrease in green money flow on the 4-hour. And the 1-hour is already now in deep red. And now you're getting some manipulation crosses, which means they are pushing the price lower than it should go, right? So you're probably going to see this. Oh, okay, you're not seeing this on the SPY, but we're seeing it on the futures, but essentially it's very similar. But yeah, we should be pulling back down here, and it's showing an ABC count, but I have us going higher on my count right here. So I do believe we are going to extend higher, especially on the weekly. But after that, maybe it will be finished, right? Maybe it will be done once we get to these levels. But I wouldn't be too surprised either if it just ended right now and started to roll over. But we really may not see that until we get some big news event or a catalyst, right? All right. I think that's about it for today. Just a short little update. Not too much happening other than the continued sell-off here. So the silver and gold are pulling back as the dollar continues to push higher here. Very big push up in the dollar today, up over 1%. So I would expect maybe the B wave to extend just a bit higher. I know we've come down for a pretty significant amount. I would at least look for a potential maybe a 50% retrace back to the 103.8 area. After that, maybe we'll finish up and we'll come back down in the ceiling. And then finally, we'll just cover the yields. Yeah, similar situation. Yields should be getting a pop back up here. Maybe it will retest this level, this pretty significant level of resistance around 4.6, and then come back down to 3.7 later on this year. All right, so that's about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you wanted me to take a look at some tickers, feel free to drop them in the description. I'll be more than happy to cover them for you guys. Peace.